on, Lee. Intro the bitch,
No,
Lee.
I ain't intro the bitch. I'm too sore and in pain too.
Okay. Well, what's up, nerds? Welcome back to another frickin' podcast.
Another one.
Today it's just the 3, not the +1.
As you can tell.
I've got lots of leg room in first class. This week we've been doing bits and pieces. I hear somebody's turned to the dark side this week. I've seen on my friends list.
Or the light. Or he's seen
Depends on which way you're looking.
Yeah. Well, considering this season's called Into the Light.
Out of the darkness.
Yeah. Lee has jumped right into the light.
So should we jump straight into it and discuss this
Yeah.
glaring issue?
Glaring issue.
The glaring issue. Well, yeah, there's a few points. I mean, finally got Lee to play Destiny, and he's enjoying it. And like I keep saying to everyone, you know, the end game content is worth it, genuinely. So basically, allegedly, so we popped Lee's raid cherry.
Oh,
yeah. How was that experience, Lee?
That was quite good, I have to say.
Yeah.
And then your call out
Yeah.
in the middle of it.
you enjoyed having your cherry pop, did you?
Yeah.
Even better, I called out that Lee would probably get the exotic drop on his first go. Which
What are the odds on that? Is it quite high?
it's sort of like random, but the more you do it, the more chances you kind of get.
It's a 3%
for the
increase
drop.
or something, isn't it?
I don't remember the figures properly, but something along those lines. But I know that, for instance, it takes Stucky 46 runs of the same mission or the same raid, which is good because we like raids. I mean, the guys in my clan, sort of part of the captains and the admin side of things, we prefer like teaching raids and teaching the mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah, if it means I can sign out quicker.
Yeah, it's
I've completed it.
it's a lot of talking, but needless to say, Lee got his Vex Mythoclast, which is great, and there's
I've been using it ever since. So.
Yeah, he's been using it ever since. Have you worked out how it actually works, by the way?
There is like a power shot like that. Gives it
Yeah,
like the
so
sniper sort of effect.
it's basically a linear fusion rifle.
I don't know how you switch it on, but it just seems to happen.
You press and hold reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
if
how do you know when it's ready? Or
on the bottom left of your screen, there's 5 dots, I think. So the
Right.
more kills you get with it, you'll get like a dot turn blue,
okay.
and 1 sol 5 are blue. When you hold the reload button,
Yeah, you get that 3
you
shots.
I think you get 5 shots. I think so. Every dot
it's
is a
3.
shot,
Oh,
either
okay.
3 or 5. I haven't used it for a while.
Well, maybe if you turn it on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it's good, man. It's and if you were to build into solar, because it's a solar subclass weapon, if you were to build into solar, it actually slaps, basically.
Fair.
But that was good. I did a bit of PvP this time round.
How are you finding that? I know you said it's quite a struggle sometimes.
I mean, our one was alright.
Yeah, so me and Lee went in, and
A bit of duo action.
and it was good. Yeah, it was good. We were getting kills and stuff like that, and then we brought Stucky in, I think, or you jumped off.
Yeah.
And me and Stucky went in, and it
I
was
don't know.
and it was just fucking cheeks.
Is that when you appeared offline and came and joined my party?
But then I
Don't say anything.
realised. But then I realised basically that under every single node for the game mode, it says whether it's whether it's like skill based effectively, and all the game modes are not skill based, which makes sense because there's like a mode called Trials where you literally go in there and you just die because every fucker in there is cheating, and that's a hill I'm willing to fucking die on. So currently,
I mean, it is a nightmare.
Yeah,
Playing against the trials.
So currently, all those fucking pricks are in everyone else's lobby, and they're just ruining the fucking game. Like, I mean, me and Stucky played a game, and I had a fucking fire team message. Some guy went, "What? You guys can't even get a fucking kill, bunch of fucking losers."
You messaged
You know what I
him
mean?
though, didn't you?
No. He messaged me. I think I couldn't be asked to message him, but he messaged me saying, "Bunch of losers, can't even get a kill." And I'm like, "Well, fuck you," basically.
All I heard in the party was, "Stucky, I'm fucking messaging him.
I
Fuck it."
I was gonna message him and tell him
Feed
to
the
go
trolls.
fuck himself. And then I decided not to feed the trolls. Again. But after that, we then realised that there's a competitive mode or comp, which is skill based. So from now on, all we're fucking doing is playing comp, because in comp I was fucking slapping and it was
Nice.
great. Yeah. So there's winning chances, and I think you should try comp.
Well, I do ranks on Warzone anyway, so
Yeah.
It's the same. Yeah,
It's the same. The good thing is,
I'm a platinum guy.
at least you know that you're going to be matched against a similar skill level. So like, there's not going to be, because like the problem with everything else that's not skill based, which is a big thing for me, that you find most people are like, oh fuck skill based matchmaking, we don't want skill based matchmaking. But my problem is, you're just trying to be fucking bottom feeders. Then, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
For me,
I find it quite interesting with the whole let's not do SBMM. Because if there was no skill-based matchmaking at all,
It's just purely
you would
randomised.
have people just dominating it, because you'd be put into bot lobbies and you wouldn't be a fun game to play.
I don't know.
And I'm not saying that it should be there. I'm just saying there should be a different version of what it is.
yeah. So here's the thing for me. I think people should be given a choice.
Yeah.
In a sense of, if you've got a game mode, have two of the same game mode. Make one of them skill based, and make the other one,
Public.
Now,
you know,
but your beloved Bungie, who do
fuck
obviously
me off
Destiny,
sometimes.
but when they were at their height and they were making good games,
Like Halo.
Halo 3 had the best matchmaking of any. And
Yeah.
I will. That's a hill that I will die on.
Yeah.
Gladly. Every day of the week. So you had ranked play, social games. You could rank up in both of them, but you had a number next to your name and like an overall rank. So you went up to like gunnery sergeant and eventually go up to, I think it was general was the highest. And it would take a long time to get there. Social games you could do it, but you'd have to be playing it a hell of a lot. But the number beside it would be your ranked play number. So if you go on to ranked, it would be it would be a 3 up, 2 down tier. So you'd have to win 3 to go up 1. But if you lose 1 or 2, you'd go down 1.
Yeah.
And it was a constant struggle to get up there. But it was really fun. And the nice thing was, everyone in the numbers was the same as you. So if you're like, I don't know, 20, you're only you're playing 21s or 19s. And
So
that was it.
So that's what sort of comp is like, because a little while ago when we were properly into PvP, we used to play comp, and I mean we got to as far as probably silver, so we couldn't get into the golds, but even in the silvers, you're still kind of playing. The thing for me is, I don't like playing a game where someone's going to dominate so much that they've got fucking 50 kills and everyone else has like 1 or 2 kills. That just doesn't make sense, you know. So that's why for me it's like, because the problem is Bungie is like streamer led, which is annoying because these are like the top 1%. So the reason they've put like open skill is because the top 1%, who are the guys that are pretty much advertising their game, they complained that, oh, we're playing against our mates every 5 minutes. And it's like, okay, for me, you could either do it so that you reach the pinnacle and then you reset, but still have it skill based in a sense of like, okay, you'll start from 0. Yes, you'll dominate, but at least you're going to be in there and fuck off and let, you know, because at the moment they are just being bottom feeders, which annoys me because it's like, basically the community complains, or the PvP community complains that, oh, you know, Bungie aren't supporting PvP, there's not enough players that play PvP. But there's such a skill gap. For instance, we went into a game and the first thing you get is, oh, you fucking cunt, you can't, you know, and I'm like, well, how do you expect people to try this game mode that you're crying that there's not enough people, yet when people actually give it a go, you're then complaining that they're not good enough. You know?
Yeah, there's only one way to get
Yeah. So that's why it's like, for me, the solution would probably be have the game modes, but have a certain. Give the player a choice of: do you want to go play against people that are basically in a similar rank to you, maybe one up, one down, whatever, within a range, or do you just want it to be open skill? And at the moment, everything is open skill, but the competitive, which is why I'm just going to keep playing comp because that's sort of where I live now, basically.
In the river comp.
In the river comp, yeah. But
I don't know. I always loved the Modern Warfare 2 matchmaking. That was a kind of balance in between both.
Which
Like whatever rank
in 2009.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah, because whatever you were playing, you were kind of whatever rank you were matched up with them, but you were also with a few ranks higher.
Yeah.
yeah, so
It doesn't go overboard, sort of thing. You were always in like a balance.
So for me, that makes sense. So for instance, if you're going to say, I don't know, I'm ranked number 20, I can play against, I don't know, 18s or so. You could say 17s and 22s. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is balanced because there is that slight chance that you could potentially edge out the guy who's better, maybe.
Yeah.
But at the moment, you're probably getting someone who's in the top 1% of PvP players playing against Lee, who's just picked up the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I agree with that, to be fair. The COD lobbies used to be really good. They're not really pretty bad now.
But
Although back then I didn't care what someone's rank was. I thought that I was better than everyone, so I just always genuinely I was just like I'm top of the leaderboard most games. If I'm not, I'll get annoyed.
yeah, and throw controllers at walls.
Yeah.
There's a game that we'll need to jump on and play since you've now got a PC. Actually, I can play it. X Defiant. I mentioned it in the last podcast.
Okay.
That's got no skill-based matchmaking at all.
Is it a bit like Hell Let Loose?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but see, I like skill-based matchmaking, Lee.
But it's like
That's what I
it'll
like.
be interesting to jump on it now and see what it's like.
Yeah, but what's the skill gap, though? Because my problem is, if you don't have skill-based matchmaking, you create a gigantic skill gap, which then means that...
I mean, there'll be still skill-based to a point, but the percentage rate...
But the Destiny guys haven't fucking done that. They've just said, fuck this, it's open. Whether you're level 1 or whether you're level 100, you can be in this
Mixed
game.
in.
Which then means that the level 1s are going to jump in and go, well, fuck this, I can't even get a kill. And I think that's what ruins it. Okay, I understand that, yeah, once you reach the pinnacle, and you are facing, you're going against the same people. Obviously, they're all streamers and whatever. Then, yeah, I understand their side of things. But there's got to be a bit of a balance, really, as well, for the little man, I think.
The little bit that I played of X Defiant, it was actually quite interesting, the whole mechanics and the gunfights. It'd be interesting to play. Obviously, it was early beta, so
Yeah.
being in
What was,
mixed lobbies...
What's the matchmaking like for Apex? Because
Right. So when
You played that more than me.
I'm a big Apex fan. I originally I really enjoyed Apex, but since I think it was about 6 months ago they did a big update and it made matchmaking really pretty shitty. But their ranked play is much like the Warzone system where you're bronze to I think it's Apex Predator, so it's red, it's like crimson colour. You go all the way through to it, and I really like Apex because the movement's smooth and nice, and I feel the gunplay is very equal.
Yeah.
My nephew plays it, and he really enjoys it. He was the one who actually said to me, "Have you played Apex recently?" I said, "Oh no," and he said, "Oh, don't bother. It's been ruined."
Yeah.
And this was so late 2023, and they were like, he was just like, "Don't bother. It's been."
I played it a while ago.
I'd give it another go. I really like
one
it.
game.
Yeah, I don't.
And I won, and then I uninstalled it
You become a champion, did you?
because I finished at the top.
Oh, yeah. So I played it through, got all the achievements on my profile. Then my missus was like, "Oh, can you do that for me?" It's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And because I've been playing at I think it was Ruby tier ranked matches, I went into regular social matches on her profile, and I was dropping stupid high kill games, and I was like, "This is amazing." Until her skill-based matchmaking
Aligned.
stepped up to mine, and I was like, oh, I know these names. I recognise these people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good. I really enjoy. I like the characters. I like the way there's set characters and you change them. It's the dynamic of like trios with 3 different characters. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
And there was a game mode they brought out before I stopped playing it. Was where it wasn't battle royale. It was a bit like gun game where you have like it's 3v3.
Yeah.
If you die, that's it. You're out.
See, I think you'd enjoy Destiny because that's 3v3.
Yeah. See, I probably
We
die.
He slipped there a little
we
bit.
play threes, mate. Come play some comp for me and Lee.
I'm just competitive, so
Renegades 2.0.
Yeah, we can play comp.
I'll if I start playing some sort of competitive game, I'll be like, whoa!
Come on, Jevy, we can play comp.
I'm suddenly addicted to this.
You're getting them excited now.
The competitive side of things, I enjoy comp PvP, and also sort of on the Destiny front. The other thing that we have been enjoying is if Destiny made Helldivers, where you get a horde mode.
It looks similar, doesn't it? Aesthetically.
Yeah.
It looks similar, yeah, but
They could definitely do their own spin.
yeah, it plays a bit differently, but it is quite nice. The difference being that the smaller maps like Midtown, which is sort of like the PvP map, that's a lot better because of the enemy density. There is another map which is a bit more open, but I think the idea was for them to make the weapons viable. So like close quarter, you're looking at, I don't know, you can use your shotguns, you can use your submachine guns. Whereas with the other map, I don't know if you played it, where there's like I forgot what it's called, but there's like a plane and stuff. With that one, it's more like auto rifle, scout rifle. You know, it gives you.
Is that the first map you spawn into, isn't it? The one
yeah,
with plane.
yeah, in
Has it got a lot of weapons on weapon choice?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's huge amount.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they've made it now so that you can craft weapons and stuff.
Okay.
But the crafting is then tied into it just depends on sort of like what you're into. So for instance, you can play raids, you can keep grinding the raids to get red borders. Once you've got those red borders, then you sort of have to get like 5 red borders to then unlock the crafting. And then once you've unlocked the crafting, the more you use the weapon, the more perks you unlock. So you can make your own perk combinations that work for you, which is quite nice. And they've also released, I forgot what the so like a currency where, for instance, if you haven't got a red border of a certain weapon but it's craftable, you can put this currency into it and start
Like crafting materials sort of thing.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So that's really good. The other thing they've announced sort of the next iteration of Destiny, and I can't fucking wait.
I was just thinking about that.
I can't wait. They can have my fucking £80. They can have it now. So what they've done is
Ooh, tell me more.
It's going to break the game. It's going to fucking completely break PvP 100% on day one. So they've made it so at the moment you've got like it's like the light and dark, the darkness and light saga type thing. So you've got,
Which I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
yeah. So you've got like light subclasses and you've got dark subclasses.
It's like my emotion for Destiny. I'm not too sure I like it. I'm not too sure I like it.
so like you've got Void, Arc, and Solar for the light subclasses. And for the darkness ones, you've got Strand and you've got Stasis. So Stasis is all freezy. You can throw grenade like ice turrets.
Freezy.
Yeah, you can throw ice turrets.
Isn't that just Arc then?
No, because it plays a lot differently.
Oh yeah, Arc's electric, isn't it?
Yeah, so Arc's electric,
Yeah.
Solar's fire,
Yeah.
Void is sort of like purple space magic.
Oh, purple spaceman
and then
tight.
yeah, and then Strand, you got a grapple and shit like that. But what the game breaking stuff that they've released in the latest Vidoc is you can combine subclasses. So the new in the final shape, they're bringing out a new enemy race, which is nice because everyone's been screaming for that for the past 10 years. Fucking 10-year-old game. And
It's mad how
it's
old
crazy
it is.
to think, isn't it?
It is, 'cause I remember it coming out.
On 360.
And not only
I remember the advert.
not only that, I was at EGX of its release.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's great. But
'Cause, Clyde was there. Is that his name?
Cade.
Cade. Yeah,
Yeah.
Clyde.
Kate's cool.
Yeah, he was there, and it looked because it was like a official license one.
They're bringing him back as
He
well.
looked incredible. I was like, wow. Look.
They killed him off and they're bringing him back.
Because I was asking, I was like, Speedy, who's this guy? Who's this guy? He's oh, that's Cade. And I was like, he's cool. He's like, get the game, it's really good. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
No, honestly.
It's been a 10-year campaign trying to make me play Destiny 2.
Yeah, well, there we are. We might just catch you, maybe. But generally, mate, it's great, to be fair. I enjoy it. Yes.
I would like to hear Lee's opinions of his 2 weeks of play now, is it? Do you think it is?
Has it really been 2 weeks?
It has, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Has it
God.
felt longer?
Take me back, Jeff. Nah, it's been interesting gameplays, and there is a lot of layers to like understand all the mechanics and stuff like that. It would be nice to see on a new engine though.
I
Has it
have
been 10 years
noticed
old?
that you struggle with COD now you've come back.
Oh my God,
like
yeah.
to and from.
It's because there's such a delay on like the turning. Destiny.
On Destiny,
Yeah.
you can turn your sensitivity all the way up to 20 if you want, Lee.
No, it's not even that. It feels like you go like that and then
Honestly, Lee,
There's
You
like,
know what I mean?
there's like a delay. To
yeah,
you can
like going around corners and stuff like that.
Change-
It feels like a
change your
static sort of thing.
increase your sensitivity.
Is it? Mm.
Yeah, and you feel the difference.
He gets real
they also
sensitive
have-
about 1 week of the month usually.
Yeah. They also have like ADS sensitivity and stuff like that, so you can like ADS quicker and whatnot.
But
That is- that
it's
is
throwing off my COD game altogether, though. God damn.
Yeah. But you've been having fun.
Yeah.
Lee,
I'm used to the fact that Destiny is straight to the middle, getting shot.
Jeff, Lee was in the raid the other day, and we're like, okay, so this is the plan. Lee starts the raid. Lee, don't go there. We restart.
Bear in mind.
Yeah, so we restart, and we just
He didn't by any chance shout freedom, did
no,
he?
and
I
everyone's
may
just
as
waiting.
well.
And everyone's just waiting, and Lee runs ahead. Lee, don't go past that fucking thing. You will kick it off. I think.
No, you know, give it more context. Like prior, beforehand, that I got impatient. Use word deliberating what the fuck to do for 20 odd minutes.
We didn't
Sitting
know
in
that you
the
were
damn-
impatient, Lee.
Could you not tell?
So basically, what? No, we couldn't, Lee. You didn't say anything.
I did. I was like, can we just play? Can we go?
No, so this is what I was saying. Right, so we were playing another raid.
Another one?
Which is reprised, Crota. And the problem with that raid is what I didn't want to do is
Shite.
I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to throw Lee in a deep end, especially because it's a 6-man mission.
Peroni.
You know, it's a 6-man
Technically
mission.
like 5p right now.
You've got
5p.
6 people talking.
Cheapest
over each
here.
other.
May I mind?
Yeah.
Expensive taste with me.
But yeah, so what I didn't want to do. So there's two things. The plan was to help one of the clan guys get something towards his weapon for that raid. And what I was saying was, because Lee's new to raiding, I didn't want to throw him in a mechanic heavy raid that would have potentially put him off Destiny, because he would have been like, what the fuck is going on? And funny enough, that first encounter is probably the hardest encounter in that one raid. So that's why I was like, okay, just for Lee to gauge what he's doing, let's do an easy raid, which we can have done within an hour, and we could fucking do that blindfolded. You know, it's just fucking second nature now. But like, Stucky was so set on like, oh my god, let's help this guy, and I'm like, here's the problem. I think I even messaged them separately. I was like, you got two things. We could either do an easy raid for Lee to get to fucking grips with everything, which we know we're going to complete, or we could keep fucking hammering this one,
And you
which
could play
we might
captain.
not complete anyway, and therefore this guy's still not going to get the fucking
Yeah.
stuff anyway. And then, long and behold, we weren't going anywhere, and it was like, okay, let's change to the easy one, basically.
Well, there you go.
But Lee enjoyed it. It was a fun experience for
It's
everyone.
so funny. I now have an emote that I just like sit on the desk and do this. So next time when they're arguing for 20 minutes, I can just sit there like, it's gonna be great.
But it's just a me and Stucky thing, man. We don't really offend each other. We just fucking wind each other up. It's funny actually. He phoned me up today, and he's been jiu-jitsuing for quite some time.
Oh, good lad.
And he really
They
enjoys
don't call it jiu-jitsu, they call it rolling.
He's been rolling for a while.
His own.
And sometimes. But yeah, so he was a bit like, he phoned me after. He's like, "Oh man, I don't know what do you think of this? Am I being unreasonable?" And I was like, "What's going on?" So basically, there's some grading coming up, so he's got an opportunity to get the next belt.
Oh.
And in jiu-jitsu, my understanding is they don't just throw belts at you. It takes years,
Yeah. Yeah.
basically. So he was like, "Ah,
As an expert myself, listening to Joe Rogan a few times,
Yeah.
I can pretend that I know.
yeah." But yeah, he was like, "It just takes fucking years." So then he was like, basically, they said, "Yes, we've got grading coming up." Usually they can do the grading in the gym because of how long it takes, so they can just surprise you with a belt. You know, surprise, motherfucker. You know. But apparently they're not doing that now. They're doing like a proper grading thing. But the problem being,
Wait a minute. Is it skill-based matchmaking?
it is. Yeah, but the problem being, they want him to buy a white gi, and he's like, "I don't own a fucking white gi." He's got like 10 gis. None of them are white. And then he's like, but then...
Why wouldn't
is
you
it-
have a white gi though?
What?
Why wouldn't you have a white one? Is that not
No,
like
because
the
because jiu-jitsu is different. You can have black gis, you can have blue gis.
I will say the
I
ones that
think-
I've seen usually like a navy blue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think he's probably got a few blue and a few expensive black ones. He said he's basically spent probably $1,000 on gis.
I thought like a white one would be like your kind of beginner's go-to sort of thing.
No, it's sometimes it's. I think with jiu-jitsu it's different, but now he's
It's
kind of
cry
like,
is white, isn't it?
yeah, but he's kind of saying like, well, I don't want to fucking spend £100 on a fucking gi, and also, why the fuck do I need a white gi? Because it doesn't actually,
Change anything.
yeah, it doesn't actually
Yeah.
change his skill level, and yeah, so that was funny. So I was kind of
Maybe it makes the belt pop better.
no, I think well,
Or
what-
do the gis represent something though? Don't they?
no, the belts represent
I know.
your level, but the gis
which-
don't. No,
Mm.
You can also roll jiu-jitsu without.
you can have no gi,
you
yeah.
can gi-less.
Yeah, so they do like a no gi
Because with the throws and stuff, like judo, obviously you use a lot of throws in judo. Having a gi on actually helps because you can grab their cuffs and stuff.
yeah,
Mm.
Whereas if you're gi-less, then it's a bit different.
you can grab the
Or
balls.
if like Stucky, it could just be a geezer.
Let's fucking have it.
No, so yeah, so that's quite funny. But like me and him wind each other up. But like he is one of my best friends, bless him. And he phoned me because he was like, "You're a grumpy."
Did he start with, "I'm fuming.
Close.
I'm
but-
absolutely fucking
Yeah,
fuming."
but he was like,
Hiding behind the camera. Basically.
yeah, but he basically he basically
He's
phoned
like
me
behind that
because
one near
he's
enough.
like- because he's like, "Oh, you're a fucking grumpy old man, and if there's anything I should be angry
Ooh,
about,
he may
you're
want
the guy
something.
to speak to about that."
Nothing interesting.
But yeah, so me and him just banter a lot. To be fair,
You've got a very Welsh relationship.
it's fine.
You fucking-
We've been friends since we were 16.
There you go. Yeah.
His birthday is the next day.
So
from
funny,
mine.
I start-
So you were young, dumb, and full of cum.
Once upon a time.
So funny. Every time in the party we see, he pops into Welsh every so often,
Yeah.
and there's just the odd few words I start repeating back to him.
If Stucky joins, you become Welsh. Simple as that. Yeah.
Gum.
It doesn't make you.
if the shoe fits.
It's like when I join a Scottish party.
yeah.
I start acting
Get
like
the
a.
fuck.
You get some Tourette's.
I get full on Tourette's. And
Another gay man.
just like Tropic Thunder, I should never go full retard. But I do.
So yeah, that's what's been happening Destiny wise, and we've got a bet with Jev's wife.
There is there's a bet on a hot deal on the table.
I mean, to be fair, I think I should win because on a technicality, the games master's not here with us because he's hanging out with his
The game master.
other friends. Another game master.
Oh, the +1.
Oh, isn't he hanging
right.
out with his cooler friends?
Yeah, he's probably loitering on a corner somewhere, wearing his best fishnets and a short skirt.
Can we put a picture of him like here?
He's got to make
When,
that. He's got to make that.
Do you know when he went to the Rocky Horror Show? And he was, can we put that up here, Lee?
I put a hologram there.
He's got to make that key account manager money.
Yeah.
He had a better offer, so we weren't good enough for him this week.
No, we'll remember.
Yeah, I'll get the
this.
hologram of him there just singing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I thought? The problem is, if he'd given us like a bit of time, I was going to get a cardboard cutout of him.
Give us about half an hour.
Yeah, but he's only given us like half an hour. But I think we should have like an emergency cardboard cutout.
We need that dinosaur mask. And the hoodie.
I was about to say that.
No. What's been happening in the old COD universe then?
Well, we had a bit. Was it season 3 or 2? No, it's 3, wasn't it? Reloaded. So we had a little update, which broke the game. So one of the pistols had a.
Oh yeah, it broke the game, didn't it?
Was it a
Yeah,
pistol?
shit.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Oh, I should have.
Oh,
yeah.
Coerced you back.
Oh, mate, I would have
Like-
loved a game-breaking
got him.
pistol.
So if you get the Renetti, which is obviously the burst fire one, to
Yeah.
level 20 or whatever it was, you got a Jackfire custom kit, which it made it into a submachine gun.
Yeah.
So it's only a little tiny thing,
I've made one of them, yeah.
but it absolutely melts. And
Oh,
it's
is
not
it-
just.
Is it
It's
still
not just.
broken?
It's still pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's not so much, but the only thing they've nerfed is the range, I think. Because
Yeah.
originally there was people sniping me, and I was on prison, on Rebirth, and I was just shooting across the actual hole of the roof
Yeah.
and getting kills. Basically, I joined. I didn't know the update had done this to the Renetti, so I was playing normally like a fucking NPC.
Yeah, with your Holger.
Next thing you fucking know, I'm there like, I'm building one now. I built it. By the time these boys joined me, I was sweating. The sweat was real. I had sweatbands on. I had a band on my forehead. I was sat
Like the 118 team.
I was sat in an ice bath. I had to shower every game. It was pretty good.
Nice.
Dropping 9-10s a game, pretty easy.
What's that, in Warzone or
Yeah,
multiplayer?
Warzone. It was just a hot
So
mess.
how come you guys don't play multiplayer anymore?
Once you've maxed out most of the guns and once you got to that top rank, there's not much point unless you're grinding a gun. So I will play multiplayer when there's a new weapon available. And I like playing the sweaty, dirty, fucking tiny little maps.
Yeah, but
Like Shipment.
yeah, I see. That's what I like.
I will snipe on Shipment. I don't mind.
That's what I like. I like small, quick,
Constant game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I think that's the bit that probably makes me awful at Warzone is the build up takes so fucking long.
It's a weird thing because it's the same game,
Yeah,
but it's so different.
yeah.
Like if you're a multiplayer guy and you go to Warzone, people don't die because you got armor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and if you
That's-
and what's weird when you go back the other way, we're hot messes of big Warzone guys. You go back to multiplayer and the movement's way different.
Yeah.
Like you can't do the jumping and hopping and sliding. Like it's a different type of movement.
But see, this is what I mean. This is why I prefer the multiplayer side of things because it's just so fast paced, and I like multiplayer. But the reason I don't really
I
play
like you
COD
too.
anymore Well, no, but the reason I don't play COD anymore is because you guys just want to play Warzone.
I don't know. I drain the hell out of multiplayer. Like when Warzone come in, it's like a breath of fresh air sort of thing. It's a different game mode, but it still gives you
It's
that
good,
whole.
but then you guys have just gravitated just to Warzone.
I mean, I always used to. I sweated out multiplayer. I used to go sniping and go for clips for YouTube and shit like that.
I will happily play
24/7
either.
I'm a fan of multiplayer. I can't get used to Warzone. I can't get kills in Warzone, and it
You need to try the boot
annoys
camp.
me.
They've
What's
released
boot camp?
they've
You
re-
mentioned boot camp.
Yeah, they've
actually.
released a playlist now for like new starters into Warzone.
Yeah.
That you have 20 online players
The rest of the bots.
and the rest are bots.
Okay.
Why am I allowed to play that then?
Yeah.
Because you're a bot.
Why can't we all play
Am
that?
I the 80 bots?
Yeah.
All right, can we play that tomorrow then?
Can you?
I'll
We'll
play
do that.
tomorrow. I've still got COD. I haven't uninstalled it yet.
Yeah, don't do that.
I got super fast internet. Best in the country. Allegedly.
I was worried for you when you tested your internet. It wasn't quite a gig,
Oh,
No,
it's
I was getting
slaps
worried
now.
too.
and then now it's a gig. I'm so happy for
It
you.
slaps
It's
now.
like you've had a beautiful child.
Oh, man.
I mean, your children are beautiful,
Any
but
chance,
I'm just saying the gigabyte of internet.
any chance I get to do a speed test, I'm just like, speed test.
Can they eat that?
Oh, I'll have a slice for
Go
Jeff.
on, cheat.
Nah, I can't. Yeah, you can have my slice. I donate it. That's another thing that I've done this week. That's not something.
Oh, I was doing this week until Lee offered me pizza.
So-
And now, apparently, which one do you want, Lee?
Oh.
In the Hambleton's household, we've acquired an unbelievably cute kitten as of Saturday, and on top of that, we also are now only on the carnivore diet. So it's just meat, eggs. What else? Just
And more meat?
little bit, yeah, a little bit of dairy,
Are you not eating
meat and
vegetables?
eggs. Nah, no veg. And in the first,
No veg.
so Saturday will be 2 weeks, I believe. So tomorrow is 2 weeks, and I have lost 3 kilos, I think, overall. It's mostly penis, but I mean that's where it's going to go. No,
I
it's,
mean, ignoring the slice of pizza in my hand,
I really want to eat that pizza.
I too have lost weight because I am on a diet.
And what else
And-
you been doing?
And
Where have you been going? Gav's what?
Jeff dragged me to the gym last week, and I've signed up.
That's
And
it.
I was in pain because we did chest for like 3 days. Fuck the DOMs. But
Fuck Dom and Jim.
yeah, but generally though, I feel good for it. I'm glad I've joined the gym because I had like the phobia of like, oh shit, I'm gonna turn up. There's gonna be all these fucking hench people looking at me thinking, look at that fat bastard over there. You know.
Which is nice. That's not how it works, but yeah.
Yeah, it's the fear of the unknown. I think the one thing that my old man has always said to me is like, usually before anything else, you're the reason you don't do things that you want to do
Yeah.
because you just have this preconception of what it's going to be like.
Well, there's that saying, isn't there? If you want to conquer anything, you have to conquer yourself first, whether it's mentally or physically or anything like that. Which is quite true because you could be like, oh, I don't want to do that because it's in front of people, but once you do it, you'd be like, oh, well, I was being stupid before. What?
Yeah, and that's right. I've been twice, and I'm like, yeah, man, this is fine.
Feeling good?
Generally, I'm feeling great for it.
He's feeling good. He's looking good.
Looking good.
You're lifting good as well. I've been chaperoning him around the
Yeah.
throwing him around the weights.
No, it's good.
You've been doing good.
I pushed it a bit today.
Yeah.
Which is quite good.
You did actually, yeah. Legs.
I did.
I love a leg day though. I get a bit carried away as you saw from the weights.
See, I don't mind legs because my legs are probably my strongest asset because I still cycle at home.
Yeah.
I still, so I've cycled for quite some time.
He's not
anyway.
scared to use them pins.
Yeah. But yeah, no. And cheers for that, man. Generally, it's been great and I'm enjoying it. And also thanks to my partner, she was kind of like, "You should go."
She told me that I had to take him, which I agreed
did you?
with. Yeah, do you remember
That's
when we were
amazing.
when we were around yours?
Yeah.
So we were talking about the gym, and then Maddie went, "You have to take him. He has no choice."
Yeah, well, she was like, "Oh, you should go." And I think we started doing the garden and everything else, and I was like, "I don't know if I'm gonna go." And then she was like, "Have you seen the time?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "You should go to the gym. I really think you'd enjoy it." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know."
And you did, didn't you?
And I did enjoy it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Actually,
He did. He
And-
did really well. He
and I'm just glad I didn't look like an absolute idiot. But
didn't look a newbie. He didn't ego lift either. Because obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not blowing my smoke up my ass, but I've been going there for a long ass time.
you have been, yeah.
So I lift a lot
Show
heavier. I basically own half that gym now. The amount of money I've spent in there. But yeah, I've worked out for a long time. Never fucking really got anywhere, but here I am. Life's about a balance. I like to drink and party. I work out. It's as simple as that. And then on top of that, it's like you saw me lifting what I could lift, which as an experienced gym goer, and you didn't go, "Oh, I could do that," or "Oh, I should lift this." You're like, "I feel comfortable here."
I'm self-aware.
Shit, he's a learning computer.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, let's not.
But what was nice is you started off and went, "Do you know what? I can up this weight," and you didn't go, "Oh, I'll go up to fucking 50." You just went up a bit.
Yeah, I think my thing is like during lockdown we used to work out, not like gym workout, but more like I did a lot of resistance
Like
band
calisthenic
work,
sort of things,
Yeah.
your own weight. Sort
and
of,
I could do push-ups then. It was great. I could do like 80 push-ups.
cock
No.
push-ups.
Now I don't know if I can do one. I could probably try, but because of that, it kind of helped with the form as well. So, like for me at the moment, starting out, my main thing is get the form right. Don't start throwing weight on.
Let me put in there. I have to say, I've had probably like maybe 8 gym partners. The only person who's stuck with it is obviously my partner. But like, what's really funny is treating you as a noob. Like, saying, I'll treat him as he doesn't know what he's doing. Your form was fine.
Yeah,
Like, I was expecting you to be wobbling around and be a bit sort of flimsy. Not saying your stature is flimsy, but you know what I mean. And you just got on with it. You saw what I was doing. You went, right, I can chest press. But what's nice is you did it with the dumbbells, which is technically harder than a barbell, because a barbell traps you into that single movement. But I switch between the two. I always have them. But I prefer dumbbells. It just feels nicer overall. And I think you did really well.
no,
And today, like legs, like you said, it's strong. I was like, well, you say strong, but you'll see how many plates I put onto things.
yeah. No, it was good.
But I like punishing my. Apparently, playing Call of Duty, I'm obviously a glutton for punishment. The game just keeps pissing me off, and I'm like, let's go again.
Yeah.
The same.
No,
It was so funny, that picture you sent earlier.
So yeah, I had the delayed muscle fucking soreness thing.
Oh, the obligatory
Oh, it was awful.
delayed obligatory muscle soreness.
It was awful.
Old Dom boy.
And I was messaging Jeff just going, man, I'm in fucking pain. And he was like, yeah, you'll feel better by Wednesday. And I'm like, it's fucking Monday.
Was I right time wise?
Yeah, you were right time-wise, yeah. But I was like, it's fucking Monday. And I'm in agony. But it's great. And I think I also messaged him. He was like, yeah, when he said to me, you'll be better by Wednesday. I said, what? And then we go back to self-harm.
Self-harm is tight.
But no, man, I'm enjoying the gym. It's one of those things that I've had a thing in the back of my head about it, and I'm generally glad I'm going. And
We'll
I'm hoping
smash
to
it.
keep
We'll
up.
keep it up. You'll come. I'll drag you into it as well.
Yeah, I'll need to start coming again.
Yeah. It's just
The last time I was at the gym, what put me off is I was doing the pull down bar thing, and I did something to my shoulder there.
yeah.
But now I think it's fine. so.
It seems like shoulder injuries are the most common
Ugh.
injury at gyms.
And they take the longest to go
Yeah.
away as well. They're horrible.
I believe it or not, I stopped training shoulders a long time ago,
Yeah.
and then because I incorporated with other things, I do train shoulders to an extent now. I used to hit them quite hard, and then it got to a point where I was doing chest, I think it was, and I could feel something on my sort of rotator cuff, and it was each time I went up, it sort of clicked, but it was like a weird tight like click, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I should be doing this anymore. And I stopped, and then I realised that like out of all the muscle like groups, my shoulders were quite defined anyway, so I was like, oh, I just leave it. But yeah, I sort of worked it back in now. Weirdly enough, I don't think I'm going to be like a Mr. Olympia anymore. Whereas back when I first started working out, fucking 12, 14 years ago, I was like, yeah, I'm going to look like that in 10 years.
Yeah, I think also like what I like about the gym that you go to or whatever. There's no like silly hench people, if that makes sense. I mean, unless I haven't been there when it's been super busy.
You
basically
to be honest, a misconception of gym and fitness industry in general is all the posters and that you see of these really ripped people. Usually are on gear, and the fitness industry is as a whole is quite a sort of taboo area where most people who look really good are on something. The same as most athletes, and I flat out I believe this again. This would be a hill I die on. Is that things like the UFC? I love combat sports, boxing, the Olympics in general. Anything there. Most of those people, I think, are on PEDs, which is performance-enhancing drugs.
Well, you got to be taking something to take you on.
Even if it's not for performance in general, if it's just there to repair what's the damage they're doing. Like if you're going into a round, like 4 or 5 rounds of like being punched in the head, and you're allowed to be like.
You saying Bob Sapp is not pissing clean?
I thought it came from Bob Sapp, to be honest. But like this is what I mean. Like even strong men look like fat dudes. To most misconception again, they're on steroids now, but they eat way more calories. They don't need the muscle definition to look pretty. They lift big ass fucking weight. Weight moves weight. Simple as that. I was skinny dudes.
Everybody want to get big.
Everybody want to get big, but they don't want to ask these fucking heavy ass weights. Yeah, buddy. But this is the problem. Like people don't realize that like you're being lied to by a lot of things. Like even like bikini models or fitness influencers and all this sort of stuff. If you're blessed with good genetics, you look beautiful from birth, and you've got a nice peachy butt. Or something like that.
Nyash.
Or you got a bit of nyash. Or you happen to define good shoulders through a little bit of workout. Everyone gets noob gains from the first sort of year of working out. It's a natural progression of like gym. It's hilarious.
Does this mean I'm going to look hench?
You're going to get hench straight away, mate. You look. Give it a year, and you come back on. We'll be on the podcast again because we'll keep doing it. Apparently. And I guarantee you'll thank yourself because you'll be skinnier. You'll get ripped. Your schlong will get long. It'll be longer than it already is. That's what I mean. Like it's a whole process. Of, like you get this noob gain, so you will stack up a bit of muscle and stuff quite easily, and it's nice because it gives you the confidence. You think, oh, I'll keep doing this, and because you feel good, like you said. Monday, how good did you feel? Sunday, did you?
Sunday, I felt great.
Yeah,
Monday not so much.
I bet Sunday you felt like you moved mountains.
Oh, Sunday was great.
Yeah,
you were like, oh, how did you feel? I was like, man, I feel amazing.
Yeah,
it's gym good stuff.
It gives you.
I could have lifted more weights.
It gives you a high straight away,
and
I think that's where if you get into that nice loop where those endorphins release each time you go, you have a nice time. You just keep doing it. And what's hilarious, you get to like a Wednesday, and because you've hit like legs, you've hit back, you've hit chest, you've hit shoulders. You literally like stood there at work or something, like my whole body's sore.
No,
but you also think, but it's good. Like you're sick.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm happy.
I'm interested in doing some spin classes.
I probably should pick up my cardio higher than it is, to be honest.
Because I think it's probably because I know that I'm comfortable on a bike. Like I can keep cycling for quite some time, but just generally as well to see what like I've been doing. I've been following some channel on YouTube that does spinning. It's really good because they do like a 20-minute hit or a 40-minute workout or like an hour, and they're sort of like intense as well. You sort of start light and then you go up and up and up.
Isn't that quite expensive?
No, not the. It's on YouTube.
They're buying a tent.
Buying a what?
You said it's quite intense.
Intense. It is intense. Yeah.
Worse than that, what's pedaling backwards? Recycling.
Oh wow. Can you tell that he's got a new kitten?
I'm a father again. Out come the dad jokes.
Yeah, but generally though, I'm I think I've reached a point in my life where I'm sort of trying to take my health into my own hands type thing.
I believe, and listeners and watchers at home, you won't believe this either,
Yeah.
because of the unbelievable amount of good looks that are at the current table. I mean, our denominator that brings it down is not here. But we're actually all over 30.
We are, yeah.
Yes, we're the 3 and 0s.
You have to mention that.
I know that we look like we're...
I mean, he's not over 30.
I'm at the beginning of my
He's-
30s.
He's the baby of the bunch.
You're not over it, are you?
Not yet.
No.
Close, but no cigar.
I got over it. In fact, it's my birthday very soon.
Mm-hmm.
Steaks on Monday.
Steaks on Monday, boys. But yeah, it's I think once you get to this sort of age, if you don't start taking it into your own hands, is you go one of two ways.
Yeah. Well, I think the other thing is, and it's something I said to my sister today, my little sister. She's a doctor, and I've had some terrible news today. We're not going to talk about them health-wise.
He's going to have to
slightly scary.
He's having his second penis reduction.
Yeah. Slightly scary health news. But like, I kind of messaged it, and I was like, "Oh, what does this mean?" And she kind of looked at it and just go, "Well, I can't really tell from that." And I was like, "Well, does it mean I'm dying?" And she was like, "No, you're not dying." And I was like, "Okay, so what's the reason? Is it because I am fat, or I drink a lot, or both?" And she kind of replied saying, "You said it, not me." and I was kind of like, "That's fine, because I'm self-aware and I'm doing something about it."
He's definitely a T100. He said it 3 times or 2 times now.
And come summer, apparently summer bodies are built in winter. So I'm going to be snatched. But yeah, man, that's that. Lee, COD, any news? Any codding fronting?
Here's another bit of news. You know, you can probably might be able to add to this. You know the new sniper rifle? Have you seen what's happening currently?
On the Morse.
Yeah, so it's an old sniper rifle that's been bought back.
From Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Isn't that the worst COD?
Brother.
It's the one I stopped playing COD.
Brother.
That's when you started playing COD?
No, stop playing COD.
I was going to say that. Loads of people didn't have like the exoskeletons and whatever.
Yeah, I hated
That's
it.
what that was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of flopped.
That could
didn't
get
it?
to fuck.
What were they trying to do? Wasn't it around the time Titanfall was a thing?
Oh, that might be it might be, yeah. But
Because was it that some developers from that worked on COD created Titanfall?
Something
Along those lines.
But that
yeah.
was EA Games sniping people, wasn't it? Because they just take everything they want because they got money. They got Bill Gates checks.
Fair
But yeah, it's currently a one shot,
enough.
and it's a charge shot sniper rifle.
Well, like a
It's
fusion
horrible.
rifle.
So if I
go,
it's like a Gauss rifle, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if I ping you.
Oh, see, I'd probably like that because
Yeah,
I
it's-
use linear fusion rifles in Destiny.
Oh, you
Come
seen
back,
this
come
video?
back. Basically, right. So if I ping Echo, who's over there, the
Yeah.
beautiful feline, and he runs down the stairs, and I can't see him, but I know the ping continues for that several seconds. If
How
I
does it
shoot
track?
if I shoot the ping, like it'll go
It'll kill.
through the floor. Have him.
It tracks.
It's a
I've
bit.
seen that video.
It's a bit dirty.
Oh.
I'm not overly keen. I probably won't use it. 'Cause I don't. To be honest, I used to think I was a sniper, like dude, back in the old like COD Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2 and 3. I dabbled,
Yeah.
but it turns out I just
Oh man,
give me an assault rifle and
I
I'll
was-
fucking go.
I was a sniper in Destiny.
I just
It upsets me. They've changed how the whole game plays, and because at the beginning of my Destiny PvP, I was in a different clan then, and there was this guy who was really good, and this was me like trying to get into PvP, and I was like, okay, so how does Destiny PvP work? And the guy was like, there's one or two things. He said you need to decide whether you want to be a sniper or a shotgun ape, effectively. So I was like, well, fuck shotguns. And he was like, all right.
Do you have possible?
He was like, just play everything.
Both. Give me both.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, he was like, oh, play.
For once, this is cheap. This is expensive.
Yeah, he was basically like, pick a sniper and just get good at it. He's like, whatever he said, when you're playing PvE, just fucking use a sniper. And I got really good at sniping, and now they've fucked it, so I can't snipe anymore.
We jumped in on Warzone. I think it was.
You're being a right show off, ain't you?
I think it was Wednesday night, and a friend of ours, Pete, was trying to snipe, and he said like the updates completely fucked it.
Yeah,
Like he turned to Lee and was like, "Lee, what's going on with snipe? Because you were both sniping, weren't you?
Yeah.
And you thought it was just because Destiny sort of fucked you up.
Pete's not your friend, is he?
Yeah, close personal friend.
Yeah, are we inheriting friends now?
That's the way it works, apparently.
What the hell is that, Lee?
What the hell's what?
In your fridge? Is that like a fake copper bag?
Is that Malibu?
Ask Jeff. That's a Spencer Taste with Lee edition that
Oh,
wasn't open.
It's a fake copper bag.
It's copper get tiff off.
I thought Lee was entertaining for a bit then. Ooh. Got Malibu, we got fruit ciders.
I always wonder why his bedroom's closed and I can hear chains.
Yeah, no, you got Lee, don't be entertaining in the studio, mate.
He's proper showing off. Look at him. Oh, what a beautiful boy.
I can't see because Lee's put a light in my face.
Echo. Sorry, we're getting distracted by pussy again.
Again. You've sent Lee. Lee's gone.
Jesus.
But yeah, Cod's in a horrible state as usual.
Yeah.
It's a hot mess.
I
What's,
sort of had a step back from it because I just gaming in general at the moment. I'm not
can play Destiny.
just this probably would be the time I probably should because
I think you should because Lee's.
It is a good backup.
everything's sort of dying out for me.
You know, like
I'll just download Metal Gear Solid again.
or Destiny. Even Echo agrees.
That was either a yes or a no.
That was a yes.
I'm not sure. No,
That
don't
was
do
it.
it.
That was a
Suddenly-
yes.
Suddenly went no.
That was a yeah.
You shut it, you pie.
What's going on with Dr. Disrespect? Him disrespect.
Oh yeah, he mentioned about the whole 420 promo stuff going on at the moment that they're promoting it like mad.
Oh, are they
in front of
promoting
kids.
420?
Yeah,
heavily.
The,
Game
the
types.
Bob Marley type of 420.
yeah, majorly. You've got the stoner sloth now.
Yeah.
I would like to bring so if anyone knows about it, obviously he's upset that they're promoting it, but I will bring this up in a defense of COD, which is the other way around. Usually I am. My dad is obviously Dr. Disrespect, so that's fine. But genuinely, if you go on COD in the past, any of them sort of past 15 years, there was always when you can create your own emblem or anything like that. There's a lot of people with weed leaves and stuff like that.
Modern Warfare 2, I had the weed leaf.
Black Ops 1.
Oh yeah, create your own emblem.
Create your own emblem.
I mean, I had the Dragon Ball for that, but
yeah. But most people, there's always that little element of Snoop Dogg's promotional on it as well. He's the current skin you can get.
I did realise that. And you have to pay for him.
No, he's Battle Pass. You can get him with his normal face, and then if you get the Black Cell version or the end, when you get to the end of the Battle Pass, he has a dog head.
yeah.
So he's Snoop Doggy Dog. It's all right. I have trouble with. I always thought that sort of side of Call of Duty was really lame. I just thought, like, if you're into that, that's fine. But why put it promote it? It kind of seems weird.
Yeah.
It's a bit slapstick, if that makes sense.
Yeah, especially because I mean, we've all played games before we were the right age.
Have we?
Well, I mean, you played GTA.
Yeah,
you were
actually,
probably
yeah.
you were underage when you were playing GTA.
Yeah.
Is Modern
Definitely.
Warfare 318?
Yes.
Oh, I take it back. It doesn't matter then.
That's
Well,
that's
but-
where I was going to get
Yeah.
to. I was like, I understand
I
where
think-
Dr. Disrespect's talking about because a lot of the platform is basically 16-year-olds or
Yeah, but how old's your nephew?
14, I believe.
Yeah.
Plays COD.
Yeah, plays COD.
That's what I mean.
He's probably got the sloth skin.
that's
Smoke weed every day.
But that would be down to the parents letting them to play
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Well,
That's
It's, I don't know. It's a double-edged sword, isn't it?
yeah.
Because
If
for
it was like
instance,
meth man, then I'd understand. But I mean, cannabis, really?
no, I'm just saying. It's like it's only because these things mean something to other people.
That's the
like,
next pack to come from COD. Fucking what's that?
Man,
Netflix.
Heroin her.
What's the Netflix film?
I don't know.
Bad something bad.
Bad grandpa.
No,
Bad behavior.
I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, but it's just one of those things there that,
Dark Mirror.
like you're saying, I don't think they should
Black Mirror.
they should promote it just because, think about your own childhood and your own relationship with games while you were underage playing games that weren't rated for your age. Your parents are just like, well, it's a game. They don't really look into,
Smoke weed every day.
yeah, or whatever. But it means something to other people. It doesn't mean the same to some people. So,
I mean, you could go back in the history of COD as well. Like the releases of COD was like weed smoking eras and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Let's be
The
honest.
older group. You know what I
When
mean?
you're
Back in COD
16
4. No, I'm not talking about our age.
area. Doesn't matter if it's on a video game. You've probably dabbled or know someone who has.
Of course.
I think it should come free with the game DLC. Let's cut out the middleman. If COD wants to go pay for win,
yeah.
pay to play.
Speaking of pay to win, bloody the Kong pack at the moment that you have to get the fist.
Oh, the £85 one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lee, you're one to moan about an £85 fist. Didn't you buy an NFT of like? Did you buy an expensive? There we go.
Hang on, that's sitting in profit right now.
How much was that fist, Lee?
It's like 300 quid at the moment. Thank you.
Yeah, but how much did you pay for that fist?
60.
He'll pay £60 for a fist, not 80. 80 they need to buy him a drink first.
It's a good return.
Yeah, but COD pays you back in fun per hour.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The fact that you're forced to pay for 4 different skin packs
Yeah.
to then unlock.
Is it a bit like Stucky's situation where he has to pay to play by buying a white gi?
Oh, okay. yeah, kind of, yeah.
I think that's the analogy I used as well
get-
when I was talking to him.
Get
I
the
was
gi
like,
or the fist.
yeah, I was like, look, man, if you want to get ranked, you got to pay to play.
Get to level 50,
You know,
mate.
I said to him, if I was him, I would literally, if it's that upsetting for him, I would probably buy a shit undersized gi
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Just make sure that it's undersized so you look like a right prick. Just to prove a point. But
But surely you could just get a cheap one to do whatever it
yeah,
needs to do. And
that's
then,
what I said to him. I said,
then
"Mate,
switch
just
out
buy-
after."
Just buy a cheap gi. I mean, cheap gi means 40 quid, but at least it's not 100 quid, you
Yeah.
know? So, and he can progress. Should we phone Nathan?